Today I'm really excited and grateful because it has been 5 years that I've been on YouTube, and this would not be possible without you, the viewer, the people who subscribe, who leave comments, who maybe have become patrons, etc. This really means the world to me and I'm super thankful, and today I want to answer some of your questions. As you know, creating multilingual videos is something I really love, and so today's video is going to be in multiple languages, but I will include subtitles in English whenever I'm not speaking this language. As always, it's not about perfection. None of the languages I speak are perfect, but I try to do my best to communicate, and I think that should be the spirit. Thanks a lot for those who support me on Patreon or on Ko-Fi, who subscribe, who leave comments, etc. This really does help a lot, and if you're ready, let's get started. So I asked you guys what you wanted me to talk about, and some of you sent me messages and I'm very thankful for it, and I will start with the two languages I wouldn't have learned hadn't it been for this channel. Jag vill börja med svenska. Jag pratar inte svenska så ofta just nu, men jag är väldigt glad att jag har börjat med det här språket, för det låter så bra och jag är glad att jag kan förstå väldigt mycket. Just nu har jag inte så mycket tid att lära mig svenska, men jag vill försöka att börja att lyssna varje vecka på poddar som jag har gjort förut. Just nu gör det jag inte så ofta, men jag har en tandem 2 gånger i månaden. Det är inte så mycket, men det är bättre än ingenting. Och min favoritexpression på svenska är ingen ko på isen. Det är väldigt, jag vet inte, jag tänker på det här och det tror jag det är väldigt roligt. Det gillar jag väldigt mycket och det gör mig glad. Och generellt svenska gör mig jätteglad när jag kan, när jag har tid att lyssna på poddar, när jag har tid att lyssna på musik på svenska. Det gör mig väldigt glad. Jag vet inte varför, men det är väldigt melodiskt och jag vet inte, det känns bra att vara. Anche l'italiano l'ho imparato soltanto grazie al canale, no? Perché volevo fare un esperimento e mi sono detto, va, perché no? Comincerò a imparare l'italiano. E in italiano mi piacciono tante parole in generale, non so dirti un'espressione, ma magari la parola noia è per me un tanto divertente, perché in catalano noia vuol dire ragazza, ma in italiano noia è qualcosa che ti annoia, e mi sembra un po' divertente che non è la stessa parola, però ha un significato molto diverso, no? E questo mi sembra divertente. Mi puoi lasciare un commento qui sotto e dirmi quali sono le tue parole preferite, per esempio in italiano, in lo svedese, eccetera, no? Ognuno trova delle parole diverse, però a me sempre mi sembra molto divertente quando trovo una parola che è praticamente la stessa cosa, ma che è un false friend, perché sono significati diversi, no? Ich habe angefangen Schweizerdeutsch zu lernen, weil ich wohne in der Schweiz. Es ist nicht so einfach für mich. Ich habe verstanden praktisch aus. Für den Alltag, aber wenn ich versuche zu reden, rede ich auf Hochdeutsch. Das ist sehr schwer für mich, Schweizerdeutsch zu reden. Aber wenn das interessant ist, kann ich versuchen, ein Video zu drehen, nur auf Schweizerdeutsch. Das kann ich versuchen, aber ich rede sehr schlecht. Ich kann nicht so gut reden. Ich habe nur verstanden, ich habe versucht, aber es ist sehr schwer. Интересное слово по-русски, я думаю, дурдом. Это мне нравится, я не знаю почему, но я слышала где-то, я думала, это мне нравится, просто смешно. И просто так, дурдом. И не знаю, по-русски я стала чуть-чуть хуже, потому что раньше я учила раз в неделю, и я сейчас учу, может быть, 2 раза в месяц. Это не очень много, но я не знаю, у меня время стало меньше, не знаю как, и я думаю, ладно, лучше 2 раза в месяц, чем никогда или чем раз в месяц. Я, конечно, понимаю, как раньше, но грамматика стала хуже, и иногда мне надо думать, потому что иногда, когда я хочу говорить по-русски, почему-то я начинаю говорить по-шведски. Это мне тоже бывает, когда я хочу говорить по-швейцарски, швейцарский, немецкий. Почему-то я хочу говорить по-швейцарски, и я начинаю говорить по-шведски. Почему-то, не знаю, языки близкие, но русский и шведский, по-моему, не такие близкие, но на голове язык, который я не так хорошо говорю, хочется вместе, я не знаю, так бывает и все. Dans le dernier mois, j'ai la sensation que j'ai parlé beaucoup plus souvent en français, je sais pas pourquoi. J'ai pas la sensation d'avoir amélioré beaucoup. Il y a des jours dans lesquels j'ai la sensation d'avoir un très bon accent. Il y a des jours où je me trompe, j'ai pas la possibilité de prononcer d'une façon très bonne. Mais au final, ça n'importe pas beaucoup parce que normalement, j'arrive à communiquer tout ce que je souhaite communiquer. Et ça, c'est la chose la plus importante. Et une chose qui me plaît beaucoup de français, c'est chanter. Vous le savez, quand je suis seule, j'aime chanter avec, et chanter en français me donne beaucoup de plaisir. Et une parole que j'aime beaucoup en français, c'est coucou, pour dire bonjour ou salut. S'il s'agit d'une personne qui te connaît bien, tu peux dire coucou. Et ça me semble très, je sais pas, j'aime ça beaucoup. Ça me semble sympa. El català és la meva llengua materna, però moltes vegades, o sigui, em passo hores i potser alguns dies fins i tot sense fer-la servir, i de vegades em passa que quan estic creant algun episodi del podcast me'n recordo d'alguna expressió catalana que ja no recordava o que potser no faig servir gaire sovint i em fa molt riure, em fa gràcia. I una expressió que trobo que està molt bé és Déu-n'hi-do. Si no saps què vol dir aquesta expressió, et deixo un vídeo aquí o aquí sobre expressions amb la paraula Déu, que vaig fer fa uns anys i que crec que va ser interessant. En español una palabra que me gusta mucho es ojalá. Me gusta cómo suena y además, no sé, me parece tan diferente de las otras lenguas romances. Por ejemplo, esta misma expresión en catalán es tant de bo y en español es ojalá. Me parece pues interesante y tiene esa influencia árabe, ¿no? El español ha tenido muchísima influencia árabe y eso la verdad me parece súper interesante, y he estado pensando que si también te interesa este tema, pues puedo buscar varias expresiones y palabras que vengan o que tengan esa influencia árabe, y si piensas que puede ser un tema interesante, por favor déjame un comentario abajo. As you know, I would love to learn Japanese and I don't have the time, so what I've found as a solution for me was to just dedicate a few minutes to it thanks to Duolingo. This is not sponsored by Duolingo or anything. I also don't think that I'm learning much, but I really enjoy it. It's like a game, and if you're interested, I could create a video in more detail telling you how I'm using it. I find that if we use it in a certain way, we can make the most out of it. It's not a perfect tool, and there are things that I clearly don't like, but you can learn some words, you can learn how to read Japanese, for instance, how to pronounce, you can, at least practice it a little bit. And the anecdote I had the other day, we were on the train in Switzerland, and I heard someone speaking Japanese, and I was like, let's see if I understand anything. And we were on the train, and they said densha, and densha, I hope I'm not mispronouncing it, but densha is like train, and I'm like, densha, train. And and of course, I do know some verbs, and I do know some things, and I feel like if I would go to Japan right now, at least I would know how to say very basic stuff, like, of course, konnichiwa, watashi wa Aurora desu, or like order some food at the restaurant in a very basic way, like for instance, I don't know, ramen tomizu kudasai, something like that, which is super basic, but still, like, it's better than not being able to say anything, or arigatou gozaimasu, sumimasen, or something like Wi-Fi wa arimasu ka? Like, do you have Wi-Fi? But the thing is, then maybe they answer and you don't understand what they say, but like hi or ie. And one thing that I find very interesting is how, you can transform the verbs. So like tabemashou, like let's eat, or tabemashita, we ate, or I ate, or whatever. And that's super interesting. And at least, these micro lessons are better than nothing. And I feel like if you only have 5 minutes, it doesn't have to be Duolingo, but you could dedicate some time to, you know, use some app and you learn something. Maybe it's like a micro thing. It's not a big deal. It's not like you learn a lot. But I feel like people who criticize Duolingo, they are saying, hey, you will learn a lot less than going to a course. But this is obvious, right? Because going to a course, I have never seen a 2 or 3 minute course, first of all. So the time is not the same, right? The dedication, etc. And the methods are not the same, that's for sure. And I'm not saying I'm learning a lot with Duolingo, I'm definitely not. But in my case, it would be like, okay, I either do that or do nothing. And just doing that, it just gives me a certain satisfaction. I learn some words, I practice sometimes, you know, speaking, even if it's just, you know, copying a sentence. I know it's not real communication, but I do feel like I could have learned a little bit. So if I were to travel to Japan, I would be able to say a few things and maybe understand a few things. But of course, what I don't like in Duolingo is that, you know, there are lessons that are very useless to me and I have to go through them. So I think if it would be like more, let's focus on what you will need for sure when traveling, I think it would be, of course, better. And what I don't like is that I cannot skip the lessons that I personally find useless. And so I will remember words that are totally useless to me and be frustrated not to remember other words that are a lot more important. But I mean, at least in my case, I'm using the free version. So it's, you know, it's a free app, so I'm not asking much of it because I'm not paying. And if for whatever reason in the future I have more time or I decide to prioritize my time for Japanese, then I think I would at least have some certain basics thanks to it. And to me, it's like a game, so it's fun, but I don't expect much from it. It's not like I'm expecting to become good at the language. It's like, hey, I'm learning a little bit and I'm finding out how, you know, the grammar works in a very basic way. I'm trying to learn how to read Japanese, and it's like a very, very slow process, but it's something that I personally enjoy. If you'd like me to go more into detail about it, just let me know and I could create a video only about this. One of you sent me a question about how my life has changed since I started my YouTube channel, and I thought maybe some of you will resonate with it. I've always had friends, but I never had people I was very close to that I would talk about languages non-stop. And you know, it's always been a hobby of mine, but I did feel like I was a bit like a freak. Everyone would be like, look, say this in that language or whatever. But no one really shared my passion. And then creating the channel, I noticed, wow, there are a lot of people who actually share the passion. And it was amazing to be able to meet such people. Some of them I collaborated with, for instance, Steve Kaufman, that was amazing, or meeting Luca Lampariello, or, you know, a lot of different creators I've met throughout the years. This is what impacted my life the most after creating my channel. And also, I started learning languages I never thought I would, like Italian. It all just started as an experiment for my YouTube channel. The same happened with Swedish. Then I moved to Switzerland. Well, I don't think this was related to my channel, but still, you know, I sort of opened my mind to learning new languages, because until I created my channel, I thought, well, you know, there's a limit and I shouldn't learn any more languages. I should stick to the ones I know and try to perfect them. But then I realized, actually, this is a rule I made up, so I can change the rules if I want. I don't have to learn 1,000 languages, but if I feel like learning a new one, why not? That was it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed it, and please let me know if you have any further questions. Maybe I can talk about it in next videos. I'm trying to create more content again, but it's a little bit tricky. I used to create a video a week, and to be honest, I don't know how I did it. Right now it's a bit too much to create a video a week, so I try to create one as often as I can without burning out, which I think is important. And well, I hope to see you very soon and looking forward to your comments. Bye bye!